Don't forget to hit that like or dislike button. Hit the bell for notifications so that you'll see when I make a new video. And don't forget to subscribe. You know, clowns have long been a staple in American culture, with very, very few clowns, or horror characters for that matter, that are as iconic as Pennywise the Dancing Clown, the evil shape-shifting demon who terrorized the town of Derry, Maine. Of course, Pennywise was brought to the big screen with Tim Curry playing Pennywise. The 1990s version of It was in reality, it was a horrible adaptation of the horror novel, with the sole highlight being Tim Curry himself. He was fantastic and terrorized us for the last 27 years with his performance as Pennywise. But I'm going to tell you why Bill Skarsgård's version of Pennywise is going to make you forget about Tim Curry. Number 5 is his height. Now, if you thought Tim Curry's rendition was terrifying, which it was in its own way, just imagine someone that's 7 inches taller. Bill Skarsgård's height, to me, is the biggest elephant in the room here, especially for this film, which will be the first half of Pennywise's battle with the Losers Club. This one, of course, being when they're kids. The next one will be when they're adults. When we get to see him tower over the kids, literally speaking, it will add a very intimidating element to an already extra menacing character. That scene in the trailer where Pennywise grabs Beverly Marsh by the neck, it looks damn near like some CGI because of how huge he is. It will no doubt be terrifying. Number 4 is that it was destined to be. One of my favorite actresses, who I would consider to be Hollywood's most versatile and adaptable actress, Tilda Swinton, was considered to play Pennywise. Remember, Pennywise is essentially an alien that can take different forms or identities, and it's not necessarily male or female. According to reports, Swinton was not available to audition for the role due to conflicting engagements, which is good news for Skarsgård. Because let me tell you something, if this woman would have auditioned, I think she would have gotten the role. Andre Muschietti was blown away by just how close to the book's version of Pennywise that Skarsgård portrayed during the audition. And he even gave Skarsgård different tests to see if he could adapt to playing other forms of the alien, which evidently he did in stunning fashion. Number 3 is Andre Muschietti. This ultra-talented director is the man behind the 2013 horror hit Mama, which cost only $15 million to make and grossed nearly $150 million in the box office. Man, that is a great movie. If y'all haven't seen that, you need to check it out. I do wish it was rated R, but that's a small gripe. Anyway, the brother knows what he's doing and was very carefully picked to be the director. Scripts bounced around Hollywood for years, and a few years back, it was actually revealed that Cary Fukunaga was picked to be the director of the 2-part film, but he quit back in 2015 because he reportedly needed more than the $30 million budget to greenlight the film. Ironically, this movie is being made for not much more than that. And that's the thing about horror films. You don't really need a huge budget to make them great. You just need great writers, a great director, and I believe this film will have both. Number 2 is that it's rated R. Man, look at him. Rated R is literally the only way to do this movie. If you remember the 1990s adaptation that was on ABC on television, in addition to being a bad movie, which it was a watered down movie that strayed from the book. The remake will be a lot closer to the book than the 1990s miniseries, so obviously it goes without saying that we have a history-making opportunity here. If the It remake is done right, and I mean done right, it will terrify people like our kids' kids even 50 years from now. Being rated R is akin to taking the training wheels off, which essentially is what this Stephen King remake needs for justice, and it is long overdue. Number 1 is that Skarsgård terrified the cast. The It trailer, I don't know if you know this, but it actually holds the all-time record for most views of a movie trailer in the first 24 hours with 197 million views, which is like 50 million views more than the previous record holder, which is The Fate and the Furious. Damn, I hated that movie. There were reports that when this movie trailer was first seen at South by Southwest, that people were literally screaming. So just imagine when the co-stars first saw Pennywise, just imagine how they reacted. The truth is, it was actually a little while and several scenes were already set up before the kids actually saw Pennywise for the first time, which is actually kind of cool. According to Skarsgård, some of the kids could not even look at him, and several of the kids were actually crying because, as you know, for a role like this, or iconic roles, the actors and actresses literally stay in character for most, if not all, of the time that they're on set, even breaks and even when they go to the bathroom, etc. It's going to be interesting to see the on-screen chemistry between the kids and Pennywise in this movie. And just like y'all, I cannot wait. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments, what's the scariest movie you've ever seen? Are you going to see the It remake? Don't forget to like the video or dislike and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Holla at your boy.